cuando no era nadie, confiaron en mí cuando no había nada. Mami, ahora tenemos de todo, tenemos para coger. Ya no intenten hablar con Félix, él tampoco va a coger. 2021 sembrar, 2022 recoger, 2023 coronar, 2024 desaparecer.
And now,
two great teams, Brent, led by stars. A game we've been waiting for. What a tremendous showcase for the NBA.
If you want to win big, if you want to win a title, you have to have a superstar and a great supporting cast. Both of these teams tonight, Kevin, they fit that bill.
So the New York starting five, they've got Hart, Mikal Bridges out there with Anunoby. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point. Now here's Brunson after the miss from Evan Mobley. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Right block shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Count that one.
Sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Brunson surveying the D. No good on the three. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against Golden State. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Misses the three. Knicks on offense. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Now Hart. And here is Anunoby. His last outing, he had 8 points. And that one is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable. Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Brunson against Mitchell. Brunson the pass to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Great play to set up Bridges, allowing him to roll into that opening.
We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
Here's Brunson. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Out to Bridges. Passes to Brunson. Anunoby has the open look. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Anunoby's got 5 points so far. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to Towns. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Allen. No good. Shot missing. The Knicks leading by 3. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Towns, a screen on Garland. Runs in the pass to Towns. Mobley with the block. Lock at 6. Bridges finds Brunson. Another shot. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's a tough distance to master, but Brunson making that mid-ranger look good.
Pulls up, high post, and he makes that one. Garland's got his second basket.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Now, here's Anunoby. 5 points in the game. Inside, here's Hart. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, Derek Jones comes in for Jared Allen. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Okoro.
and once again, give it up for your crew.
Garland against Wright. Garland dishes to Mobley. Hunter with a screen on Robinson. Mobley. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Knicks leading by 3. Right, the pass to Towns. That one goes. Counted.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And McBride gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Drills the three-pointer.
Towns has one of the best three-point strokes of any big man in the league.
Jones with the screen on right. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Now here's Brunson. He had 15 points last outing. From deep, Evan Mobley with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Charity strike shot, and the jumper is good.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Substitution for your Cavaliers.
There's 18 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Brunson. Jarrett Allen grabs the miss.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Screen by Jones. And again, it's Cleveland. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Knicks lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got Jones. He's out there with Jarrett Allen. DeAndre Hunter out there with Max Strus. And it's man in at the point. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
Cavaliers leading. Puts up a deep 3. And Wright pulls it down. Here's McBride. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Golden State. Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Brunson making the right call. The pick and roll gets him totally set up.
Allen passes to Mann. And here's Strus. On its way from Hunter for 2. And Cleveland again with the bucket. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Brunson kicks to Robinson. Back to Brunson. 9 feet out. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And that's now 6 points here for Jalen Brunson.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Jones with the screen on Brunson. Mann gets the bucket.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Robinson misses. And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Man passes to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
That's a great finish from J.A. A high percentage look inside from a very high percentage shooter.
Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Strus passes to Allen. Allen with the screen for Hunter. Johnson with the rebound. Knicks trail by 3. Brunson, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And we have really watched Jalen Brunson come into his own, playing at a higher level.
Well, it's unbelievable, Greg, that he just had that spark year in Dallas, and that has triggered what it is we get from Jalen Brunson on a nightly basis. Respected for his toughness, his offensive game is growing. Well, Hunter doing all he can right now to explore areas on the floor where he can score.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Curl comes in for Jones. Mitchell, he's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Garland in for Trey Mann. From deep, Brunson. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jared Allen is earning his keep in the painted area. He said from a young age that was instilled in me. Footwork as a big, back to the basket. I'm trying to find it in the flow of the offense. I don't want to disrupt this to where I'm getting in people's way. I just want to find my spot. Kevin?
And he does it well. D.A., thank you.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Brunson. Bamba with the block.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender, long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
Hart the pass to Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. 1:36 left in the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. They need this one. Brunson with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Hart finds Brunson. 1:11 left to play here in the half. Bridges, right side. Back to Brunson. Puts up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Brunson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, not a big part of Brunson's game behind the line, but he can knock him down.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Good from Brunson. And the Cavaliers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Anunoby. Outside, Towns. There's the pass to Hart. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Towns with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Shot clock at 6. Tries again, and Allen with the block.
And Jared Allen in great position that time and just looking to swat that shot away.
2 on the clock. 6 seconds left to play in the first half. McBride's shot is off. Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hello there, everybody. Tipping things off, we'll take a glance at some of the other games going on right now around the NBA. The Detroit Pistons are ahead against the Magic at Amway Center. They're holding a 4-point lead in quarter number 2.
This game could really go either way, and I don't have a prediction, honey.
Well, that's great. That's what we pay you for. And moving forward, a lot to like about that first half for the Cavaliers.
This is why coaches tell their guys, always be ready. We're going to need you. Be ready. And you don't always know which games it'll be. But tonight, they needed scoring from their reserves. Good job, guys.
It's kept them in the game, but I think they'll have to ride their stars down the stretch.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court for the Knicks, Anunoby out there with Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. Mobley right side. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Mobley wide open. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 3rd assist on the night. Hart against Mitchell. Hart kicks to Towns. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. Passes it to Hart from outside the arc. Hands it from downtown. Hart's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Bridges shot good.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Tuesday, the Atlanta Hawks come into town. That will tip off a homestand for them. And then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And that matchup against the Sixers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. Bank shot, no good. Cavaliers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Mobley. That 3 off the mark.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Brunson with it. He's got 11 for the lead. And the three ball is good. Brunson's got 14 points.
Doesn't get much easier than that. Hart was licking his chops when he saw his man wide open.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Knicks with the lead, and Darius Garland picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Robinson's checked in for New York. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. And he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Towns, the pass to Brunson. Here's Hart. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Hart's got 6 here in this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Mobley is screened. Garland the pass to Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Assessing that possession right there. Garland waiting for the opening to find the man.
Now Brunson, 14 points for him. Right side Towns to the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3-ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and with that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
Here's the 3. Garland with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Mitchell. He drains the quick shot. Mitchell's got 14.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Here's McBride. Drops it in from 11 feet. Timeout called, Cleveland.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Jones checked in for the Cavaliers. Trey Mann comes in for Garland. The Knicks also changing it up. Washington comes in for Josh Hart. And it's DeLon Wright in for Anunoby. And it's Washington missing. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Mitchell. He dishes it to Jones. Here's Mann, defended by Towns. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. New York's got more than a 50% success rate on their 3-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Robinson left side. Outside, Towns. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Towns has got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one, good.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Screen by Allen. Mitchell passes to Mann. Jones sets the pick for Mitchell. The open jump shot off the mark.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from...
Got to make hustle play. Be first.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Jones is out there with Javonte Green. Then there's Garland. Then there's Hunter. And it's Okoro in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Brunson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Might have been a little force from Brunson, but he gets in there to get the foul.
And Cleveland making a change here. Man's checked in, so he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
The 3 from Garland. Hits it from 3-point range.
The defense looked a little bit confused on that play as Garland moved nicely.
New York leading by 3. Down low, stolen by Garland. Here's Mann. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 6 assists here tonight.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close. He's getting the ball.
Here's McBride. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
On the basket by Jones. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any run.
Brunson against Garland. McBride passes to Rice. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Brent, how about this Mitchell Robinson kid? His work ethic inside, impressive.
He's so dominant, Greg, on the inside. He's got that reach, able to go up and bother shots. He also led the league in field goal percentage in just his second year, so he knows where it is he's going to eat. Don't be surprised if he does that again.
Here's Mann. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th.
Brunson's a little smaller guard, but he'll get in there and tussle with the big boys.
The first one falls, and the Cavaliers with some changes. Allen's checked in for Trey Mann. Evan Mobley comes in for Jones. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Garland. And New York with a change here, too. Johnson's checked in for 3. Mitchell. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from 3-point range.
Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. The shot by Mitchell, no good. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Hart the pass to McBride. Back to Hart. Robinson sets a screen for Hart. The dish to Robinson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
That one falls.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
And the shot goes down.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Hart with it, guarded by Hunter. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Garland is checked in for Cleveland. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball.
And just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
Takes the 13-footer. Brunson, good. And now it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translates.
Mitchell. And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
For three, Mitchell sinks the triple. Mitchell's got 19 points.
Okoro showing his ability to find an open teammate.
Here's New York. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Brunson. Out to Bridges. Tries yet again. And again, it's New York.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Knicks.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They have their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And this will push their record to 39 wins and a good effort tonight.
That's breathing a huge sigh of relief, guys. They're on their way to a win here, avoiding losing all 4 games of the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jalen Brunson.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Mitchell. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
There's 38 seconds left in the game. Hart, that's good.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
How do you guard that? I mean, Mitchell just towing with the defense.
Towns in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle. Big-time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called, Cleveland. They trail by 8. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
Bridges outside. So it's New York picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's get home.